Hey guys, it's your girl Giada from Femme Fitale Fit Club, and I am here with an informative video for you. Now, I get this question constantly. People ask me in the online fitness group that we have, and I'll leave a link below because it's free, so please join. Also, since I'm a certified personal trainer, I have clients ask me, and I also get questions like this all the time on Instagram. And the number one question I get is, how can I lose weight? Now, that question, people ask it, but I think the answer they're really looking for really is not embedded in that question. And what I mean by that is, if you want to know an answer about how you can lose weight, one, I would frame it excess weight, because there's a certain point where your body will level out and your body is meant to be a certain weight based off of a host of things. But if you wanted to lose weight, and if I wanted to be facetious, I would say cut off an arm, cut off a foot. You will automatically lose weight because your arms and your legs and your feet, you know, clearly have weight to them and you want to get rid of it, cut it off. You know, go to the moon. The moon doesn't have any gravity, therefore you will be weightless and you'll lose weight. Because weight is really just mass times gravity, or mass times acceleration, right? And gravity is typically, or acceleration is typically 9.8 meters per second squared. So you take your body mass, multiply by that, that's typically your weight. Now, I know that's not what you want to know or care about, but the point is, asking about body weight is really not going to get you the real deal answer. What you need to ask, or should be asking, is, how do I lose body fat? Because now we get to the good part. Now we're talking about body composition. How much muscle you're carrying versus how much fat you're carrying. And studies have shown that if you are carrying excess fat, especially around the midsection, you may be prone to certain chronic diseases and metabolic syndromes and things of that nature. And we don't want that. We don't want to be susceptible to cancer, diabetes, hypertension, none of that. So the question you need to ask is, how can I lose body fat? And guys, look, I got some tips for you, okay? Number one, lift heavy, ladies, okay? I know women think in their brain that if I go and I lift heavy weights in the gym, I'm gonna come out looking like a man. That's actually almost impossible because of a hormone called testosterone. We don't have enough, ladies, to build, and testosterone is what builds muscle on men, okay? Testosterone is what makes them big and hulky and bulky. We women don't have a tenth of the testosterone that the men have. Therefore, no matter how heavy we lift, we are not going to look like a man. Now, if you're saying, but I've seen women that look like men, they might be on something else helping them bulk up. So that's something you wouldn't be interested in, more than likely. Don't try it. There's other, ill side effects, and you know what I'm talking about. So lift heavy, ladies. It not only gets your heart rate up, all of that tension, time under tension of your muscles, it will help you burn fat, okay? Make sure you're breathing in and out, but it will help you burn fat. The more muscle you carry around on your body, the more calories it burns, because it takes more energy to manage and maintain muscle than it does to maintain fat. So lift heavy. Build that muscle, ladies. Build that muscle. Tip number two. You want to eat more protein. The part that goes well with eating or lifting heavy and building muscle, you have to break down muscle to build muscle. And if you break down muscle, it has to repair. What repairs muscle? Protein. Okay? So eat more protein, ladies. And I'm talking about, what's the recommendation? It's about 0.8. If you're sedentary, it's about 0.4 grams per pound of body weight. But if you're more active, double that, about 0.8. Okay? And if you're active, you should be active, you should be in the gym and all that fun stuff. That's what you want to do. You want to eat more protein so that it helps you repair the muscle that you just broke down, so that it can get stronger, And so that, again, you're carrying around more muscle, therefore you're burning more calories. Even when you're just sitting, you're burning more calories, even when you're not working out, than when you walk around with more fat. Tip number 3, you want to stay hydrated. Those muscles need water. Your body is 70 to 80% water. Those muscles need water. So if you have to, keep walking around with your jug. Ladies, you want to get at least 74 ounces of water in a day. If you're 50 pounds over your ideal weight, you want to add another 8 ounces on top of that. If you also work out, you want to add another 16 ounces on top of that. You know, if you just want to just go for it, just go a gallon a day, okay? Your body will thank you for it. Your muscles will thank you for it. And your waistline will thank you for it. Tip number 4. You know I was going to come here. You guys have to eat more whole, unprocessed foods. What I mean by that is, I'm not talking fast foods. I'm not talking something that comes in a box. I'm talking go to that vegetable aisle, that produce aisle, get you some fresh fruit, some fresh vegetables, prepare your meals yourself. Monitor the salt and the sugar that you're putting in it and the fat that you're putting in it, and make it homemade, okay? It will taste 10 times better than the restaurant. And if you're saying, but Deanna, I'm busy throughout the week, I don't have time, then you got time, because I see y'all on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. So if you got time for that, then you got time to prepare your meals. Take a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon, get all your stuff, get all your ingredients, get everything set up, cook your vegetables in bulk, roast them, cook your meat in bulk, and then just partition everything into their containers, put the top on there. You know, even if you want to label Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is these foods, and then Thursday, Friday is gonna be this. Excuse me, whatever you have to do, eat whole, unprocessed foods. Processed foods is not only full of sugar and fat and salt, is also a lot of artificial ingredients that your body doesn't even know what to do with. So it can really tax your body, and it can actually create and cause you to carry more body fat. So let's say you're eating high sugar foods and high sugar drinks like soft drinks and things like that. That actually that sugar, if you're not using that energy, because that's all that is energy. If you're not using that energy, your body will store it as fat. So it says, okay, I got all this excess energy. I don't know what to do with it because you're not moving, you're sedentary, you're sleeping, you're not active. So I'll just store it as fat so that when you are active again, I can at least draw from that, right? And you know, things like that. Well, that's what, if you eat a lot of sugar, then you need to be highly, highly, highly active, like, you know, Olympic athlete active, just so that won't catch up with you. And, you know, for the average woman, we aren't that, I mean, we're active, but we're not that active. We're not training all day, every day. It's not our job to train like it is for Olympic athletes. So therefore, you know, you want to watch how much sugar you're eating. You want to watch how much salt and fat you're eating, because that can store as body fat and increase your girth and increase your body weight as well as a side effect. So definitely want, and the point is here, processed foods typically are high in sugar. Even when they say low fat, that means they went high. Typically it means they went high on the sugar to balance the flavor, so that you won't say, this tastes like nothing. So just be careful, read your labels. You want to eat no more than 20 to 25 grams of sugar a day, okay? And if you're eating highly processed foods, you've exceeded that probably 2 times beyond a serving, okay? Okay guys, tip number 5, cardio. Cardio will help you burn fat and lose the body fat. Now, there's not just any kind of cardio. So technically, you know, low intensity, steady state cardio will get you in the fat burning zone and burning fat off your body. The problem with that is that it's low intensity and it's steady state, and it takes a lot of time. okay? And if you're busy like me, you may not have an hour to, you know, to be on the step mill or the treadmill or something like that. What I recommend is that you do high intensity cardio where your heart rate gets up really high, then bring it back down, recover, and then bring it back really high again, bring it back down and recover. You could do those with sprints. You could do sprints on a bike, on the track, on a treadmill, on the step mill, things of that nature. And it's interval sprints. So sprint for 30 seconds and then hop off, recover for a minute, get back on, and repeat that like 10 times. That, my friends, will not only burn calories, but burn fat. Because what I just said in the previous tip is that the energy you take in, you have to expend. If you don't spend it, your body will store it as fat. So you want to be active, and not just with weights. Lifting heavy weights will definitely burn fat, and also combine it and balance it with high intensity interval cardio. Those are my 5 tips that will help you lose body fat fast. If you're consistent, okay, that's the bonus tip. Be consistent. Eat right, lift heavy, drink your water, do your cardio, and you will be on your way to losing inches. And that is like the best feeling. Now, you might ask, how do I measure that? Get a tape measure. Measure your neck, measure your upper arm, your biceps, measure your waist, and technically your waist is the smallest part of you right here. I typically tell people to measure across the belly button because everyone can understand that. Measure your hips and measure your thighs. So keep track of your measurements, and if you're burning fat and if you're losing fat, you will come down in size. And you will be able to fit that fabulous dress, those fabulous clothes that's been in your closet for 5 years. And at that point, who cares what the scale says, because you look fabulous. So even if you go up in weight, muscle is more dense than fat. So while you might be smaller, if you have muscle, you may not necessarily see a change on the scale, which is perfectly fine, because if you're fitting in your size, whatever your target size is, clothes, and you're not huffing and puffing going up and down stairs, and you are not in the danger zone of a chronic disease or metabolic syndrome, you, my friend, are on the road to fineness and no more fatness, okay? So I hope you enjoyed those tips. Leave a comment below on what you plan to do or what you are doing to lose body fat. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, leave a comment of any other fitness, health, and wellness videos you would like for me to make for you guys. So that's all I got. So it was great talking to you. I'm glad to be back on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will talk soon. Love you all. Bye.